What's going on, people? Troops TV.
This guy.
Back again.
This guy.
Back our blood clot again. You understand? Episode.
This guy.
Epa blood clot sold. Yeah. Yeah.
This guy. Yo.
All right. The time has come, people, for episode 268 of Back Again. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe to the Blood Clot Ting. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe to the man them as well. This is Football, Sarcasm City TV, and Carefree Lewis G. You understand? But I'm not sure if it is actually Carefree Lewis G. I'm not sure, blood. Is it Lewis? Is it an NPC? Is it
Black Hoodie Lewis, man?
A hologram? Lou Shiesty is back again, blood. You understand? But big up everybody already inside. Pause. You understand? Large up the chat. I see the chat. You get me? The chat are ready. You understand? I am ready as well. You get me? Hussam, my brother. Yes, blood. W's blood. You get me? First trophy of the season goes to Hussam. You get me? Hussam sent out the youth them. Literally, blood. You get me? Man had school today, blood. You understand? Like, I thought I saw one of them on the school run when I was dropping off Trey. You get me? But yeah, the first trophy of the season for yourselves. How you feeling, blood?
Hi guys. My name is Moises Caicedo. I made the biggest mistake of my life last summer. Anyway, big up, guys. We're back again on the Back Again podcast. Make sure you guys are liking. Make sure you guys are subscribing. Subscribe to Lewis's channel to see him cry every day. You know, about his manager and his team. Subscribe to Sarcasm City TV. Subscribe to TroopzTV. Hit the like button. And yeah, first trophy in the bag. I said this season we're not going to leave with nothing. I know we're going to win something at least. So we won first trophy. You know, with the actual youth project that did not cost 1 billion. You know, we're going to get into it when we get into it. Virgil van Dijk, my captain. Unbelievable header. Ball don't lie. You know, I know, you know, my guy Flawless understands that term right there. That's a basketball term. Ball don't lie. You know, he scored the first header. They ruled it out for some bullshit reason. And then he just scored another header. Like, yep, I'm just going to do it again. So, yeah, first trophy of the season in the bag. There's a lot for us to unpack in this stream as well.
Pause.
I actually just realized we started the stream. I was like, why is the Man United section second? And then I remember they lost to Fulham at home. I actually fully forgot that happened. But
I didn't.
Yeah,
we know
usually it's Arsenal.
I didn't.
We know you didn't.
We don't lose. Arsenal's
we know you
usually
didn't.
first, and like what? Now we're changing the scripts.
This fucking guy.
Usually Arsenal.
I'm the
is
people's
first,
champion,
you know,
you get me?
that's
So I give the
it.
people what they asked for. You understand? They want
That's
Carabao Cup, United, Arsenal. I'm gonna give the people what they want, blood. You get me?
Such a noble character.
Flawless.
Well, go on.
Well, go on, brother. You get me? I predicted a 1-1. You understand?
Yeah, you
looked
did,
at me
yo.
like I was crazy. You get me? I was crazy, blood, because your ass got put in a spliff, blood. You get me?
Yeah, we did.
Alex Iwobi, as you can see in the title, dunking all over you. You get me? Pause. You understand? Yeah, that is a pause, blood. You get me? Yeah. Ten Hag strikes again.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, we'll talk about it in the
Yeah, we
United
will.
segment because I got plenty. Shut up.
Yeah, we will, blood.
Yo, shut up, man.
Yeah, we will,
Yeah, we will. That's why I'm
definitely
here.
will.
We discuss it. We will discuss it in full in the United section. Yes, I got plenty to say on it. I'm sure all three of you lot have plenty to say on it as well. And yeah, it's not a surprise. It's not a shock in regards to the performance. But like I say, we'll get into it again because I got plenty to say on it. I got plenty. But yes, everyone, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe as well. And it's not time for uncomfortable conversations, but it's just time for conversations. It's maybe uncomfortable for some Manchester United fans. It was like certain people are shocked, and it's like this has been going on for longer than just that 90 minutes against Fulham, longer than just this season, longer than before Ten Hag with some of these players. But we will get into all of that 100%. People are like, oh, what about this player? What about that player? It's like, this player's been performing that way for the longest, so we'll get into it. But hey, man, at least Spurs been playing.
As well.
Oh yeah. Of course. I'm still annoyed. Like I'm like that. I've said this unpopular opinion. That's our worst performance of the season. To me,
Fair.
That was our worst performance of the season. Clearly, like it was not humiliating. It was shameful. That's where I'm at. Like I had to come up with a new verb to describe what I'd seen, and it was a shameful performance. It wasn't humiliating. It wasn't embarrassing. I felt ashamed. You know what I'm saying? Of them, man, and I felt ashamed for them. That's
I felt proud.
It was it. Yeah. I bet you did. Yeah. Sure.
Speaking of shameful, how are you doing, Lewis?
Perfect segue. I don't even know.
Do you want to let Troops intro, or are you doing the show today?
Now you know what? Pick a Sam because this Troops guy has been on one the whole time. Yo, Troops said he's gonna cook.
Troops is gonna be worse than
this guy. Pops up in the chat. Yo, I'm gonna cook. Laughing emojis, dips. Yo,
The bar is low. It's just worse to worse. So I don't care.
And people, as you can see, we might need a DNA test to see if it actually is him, blood. You get me? Luckily, we know the voice. You understand? You know the voice show, blood. You get me? When they have the chairs like this, blood. Let me take the mic with me. 1 sec. They have the chair like that, yeah. And then you hear the voice, blood. But you know the voice is Lewis, in it, blood. You get me? Ladies and gentlemen, Carefree Lewis G is back again, blood. You understand? 6 defeats at Wembley. You've probably witnessed every single one of them as well.
In a row.
Yep. And he's probably witnessed every single one of them in a row, blood. You get me? Yeah. Walk on, my Eritrean brother. Oh shit. Look, there it is. 6 Champions League, 6 FA, 6 Wembley defeats. Woyoy, Savaloy.
I don't really know where to start, but yeah, I mean, it is good to be back. It is good to be back. Obviously, empty-handed. My team doesn't turn up, but I turn up. I'm consistent at the very least. I'll take the cooking for everybody else. Potch out, as per usual. Yeah, just big up. Big up.
Big up my man Ray every damn time.
Why is he always the first one here? Why?
Because Sam said yesterday, hey, Ryan, don't embarrass me with your $4.99 super chat. I'm back again tomorrow. And the first super chat is from Ryan, which is $4.99. Sorry, that's just ironic. So,
as long as the content of the super chat is not calling me out, because he's always like, let your apology. And then he mentioned, today, let me tell you how shameless Ryan is. I was doing Hussam X Tom Little, shout out Tom Little and all his cousins. Yes,
big up Tom.
Bro, this guy asked me for a Kelleher apology. I was like, when the fuck did I say anything about Kelleher? Like, why are you acting like this guy is so shameless? Listen, Ryan, send as many $4.99s as you want. Just don't at me. You get me? Just don't at me. Thank you.
He says emotional day yesterday. So proud of the lads and so proud of Jurgen. Virgil van Dijk, that is a captain. Up the unbearable quadruple chasing Reds.
I mean, he was the only captain on the pitch yesterday, so you know what, fair play.
Shots at Chile. Oh, for fuck's sake.
They got Ray one more time. Now here comes here he comes again now. Yeah, that's that. He says, Hussam, may your apologies to Keller be as loud as your disrespect. That's my second choice keeper. Even Pep couldn't have won a final with a youth team.
Ryan, I'm just gonna honestly ignore you at this point. It's pointless. Why are you asking for an apology for a guy I've never slandered? It's like asking Flawless, let your apology be as loud as your disrespect to Lisandro Martinez. Like, he never said anything about it. You're such a fraud, I swear to God. You're such a fraud.
Big up Drone Nation every damn time. He says, Broski, which part of Pakistan your pop's from? He's from Islamabad, blood. You understand? He's from Islamabad. I'm looking to go there as well. Still, I've been looking into it. Need to go over there. Never been there, fam. Big up my brother Rex every time. He says, big up you guys every time. Come on, my brother.
Big up,
We appreciate you every time, bro. Big up Nilo. He says, Lewis, where is the gold medal you bought yesterday? Yeah, I saw that on the stream still. How much did it cost? Are you giving it to Sam and getting a silver medal?
So it was only a little 20, so it wasn't that deep. And it was also last season's Carabao Cup medal, so Flawless has a free gift now. So
Appreciate.
my guy.
Right there. Love.
Big up my brother Fats. I see his fan cam dropping the news on the Pochettino quotes. And I saw his Enzo Fernandez hairstyle. He also now says, sigh. Lewis will be on strike again. Not coming to games.
Yep.
I understand.
Yep. Enjoy Leeds on Wednesday, though, my guy.
Yeah, and speaking of fact, his hairstyle, he gonna keep it because a certain girl was like, "Oh, I like your hair." He was gassed in the group chat. He was gassed. He was super gassed.
Big up.
Big up Fats, yo.
Big up Fats, blood.
He was super gassed. I'm gonna keep it now. All right, bet.
Big up my brother Rex one more time. He says football won against money.
Big up.
Big up my brother Rums every time. I see Rums at the game singing one of my favorite songs, blood. Don't worry. About a thing. Cause every little thing, what? It's gonna be all right. Woke up this morning. What? Looked at the rising sun. Woman said, 3 little birds. Come on my doorstep. Singing these words. Our memories pure and true. Singing. This is my message to you. Hey, big up Robs. He says, Lewis, you see that medal you were showing me who saw him on Saturday? Do you mind if I have it? Anfield South was rocking yesterday. Hashtag. Who saw?
Sorry, bro.
You never
That's
walk
going to be
alone.
going to Flawless, but yeah.
You read those out usually, Troops. Come on, man.
Nah, you
Don't
lot
let
are.
Flawless get to your head.
Nah, you lot are like. Nah,
It's
the
to do
beef,
with
nah.
me.
Big up my brother Gabriel. He says, big up you guys. Love the content. Come on, you gunners. Come on, my brother. Big up your damn self every time. Todd Miller, my dog. He says, yelling Poch out is all fine and good, but this club needs an enema. What an absolute disgrace. And the board should refund anyone attending. Hashtag Lewis.
Chelsea. And also, I agree, but still Poch out. But I see you agree as well, so I'm also going to raise that up. Oh, cool.
Big up my brother Kosovo baller every time. He says, like I said to Lewis yesterday, these players need to give in their wages for the week because that was horrific on what everyone saw. Big up the panel.
That's a fact.
How about our leader give up his wages? That'll be nice.
Big up Gabriel one more time. Flawless and Lewis need to hold that.
Fairs.
And you will, blood. Pause. You understand? Big up Sahil. He says, can we get 1 billion likes for this video, please?
Thanks.
One for every pound Chelsea shit spent. Let's not forget about Flawless, whose team was anything but. Hashtag Hussam.
Never walk alone.
Mm-hmm.
Are you actually not gonna read that out? Wow. There you go.
No, you can't be having. You can't be having. You gotta hide that.
You let
you're a side chick.
Flawless's game
No,
get
no,
to
no,
you.
no, no.
You
It's
actually
not-
let Flawless's game
he's got to
get to
hide that you know what I'm saying? Liverpool's his side chick. That's what it is. He got to try to cover it up. You feel me? And that's what it is. Deleting
Brother,
text
Liverpool
messages
and Arsenal
all them
ain't
things
rivals.
there.
Come on, you Gunners. Who gives a
Yeah,
fuck?
No. You're
yeah,
not
you're my
rivals. But
rival.
that's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying you're not rivals, but they're still his side chick. That's what it is. So you got to delete the text messages. You know what I'm saying? And that. Just block him on the socials and all them things there. That's what it is. That's why he's doing it. Yeah. Because that was the only one he was reading out. That's all.
You fully got to his head, by the way.
I
You fully
didn't.
did.
Say
Yes,
I
you
did.
Yes, you did.
It's not.
You
Big
know
up
what
Surafal
it is.
every damn time. He says, big up 2 camels in Newham. I thought Hussam arrived for the final. Hussam, did you see that video?
No, I did not.
Somebody was doing a music video in Newham, which is like East London, and they had a camel, blood.
That's crazy.
I swear to
crazy.
God. Somebody
salute
sent me
to
the
them.
video and they said, brother, it's Hussam coming to the game.
Salute to them. Salute
swear.
to them, yo.
I don't think a
I
camel
couldn't
would ever
believe it.
survive
I
London
salute
weather.
How the fuck did they get the camel in London, blood?
Salute to them.
I don't think it would survive the weather, to be
It was.
honest.
I couldn't believe it, bro. I thought it was fake. Then I looked and I said, "This actually real, blood. It's actually a real
But
camel."
probably got
100%
it to-
sending it
I'm-
back.
I'm sure there's a
100%
zoo.
sending it back.
I'm sure there's a zoo in London. They probably got it from there.
Yeah, but I ain't ever seen no camel in London Zoo. I ain't gonna lie to you, blood.
Yeah, but that doesn't survive the weather, flawless.
Yeah, it's cold, fam.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
cold.
'cause
Maybe
it
I don't
needs,
know.
like
They,
hot weather to survive.
Them man, they
out.
probably got the bag and setting it in for like 24 hours
That's
and setting
crazy.
it back.
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
that.
yeah. I agree with
Maybe
that. That's probably what happened.
Mm-hmm. But then he goes on to say, unlucky, Lewis, unlucky lad. Oh, we're going to talk about Enzo, bro. Flawless, long run, short catch. Poch in. Eric Ten Hag in. Come on, you Gunners.
Hey, Surafel.
Oh, well, if you want Poch, be my guest.
No, I was going
Go
to say
for
that. Surafel to add to that. Arteta in. Let's go, man. Mikel Artekas. Let's go.
Big up my brother Lee Burner every damn time. He says, big up troops and the man them. Flawless and Lewis getting cooked today. Hold that. Hussam. Salam alaikum, Habibi. Bless. Chelsea in the mud, rude boy. Hold that.
Shout out Lee as well, who was showing me love yesterday. Big up Lee, man. Real
Come
one.
on,
Big up, big up.
Real G,
Big up
blood.
Lee.
That's bro. You get me. Big up Lee every damn time. Big up Sahil one more time as well. Another bro. He says, all jokes aside, big up all four of you legends, especially this week's winners XD. Where does this final rank for y'all as far as domestic cups go?
That was the worst final I've ever witnessed in my life.
I was falling asleep, blood. I was fighting sleep in my stream, blood. Trey had to jump on the stream with me to keep it going.
Most cowardly final I've seen in my life.
The worst final I've seen in the last 10 years is Watford Man City, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because that was
Yeah, the
just
final was decent. I missed the
At least
first
that
half.
was a
Watched the
cook
second
smash.
half. It was a good. I thought it was a good
Yeah,
game. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was a good game.
I enjoyed it.
big up ADY. He says, Assalamu alaikum. Love this panel. Hussam.
You never all Cologne.
All right. Bro, it's beef right now because it's like, look at the table. You won the trophy. We're trying to go the same place. So until
See,
until
it's like-
August, like it's war now, isn't it? Before
Yeah.
it was cool. Now
Yeah.
you lot are looking a bit like, okay, cool. I gotta take. Yeah, okay, cool. I gotta try.
No,
it. Yeah, I gotta.
Troops is out with his main chick and then he see the side chick. He got to act like he don't know her. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Just
I
walk
don't
past
know
her.
you.
Don't run.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't-
I don't know
what?
you. Yeah.
I'm crossing the road, cuz.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I nearly got hit by a bus, blood. Big man ting. Big up Hydro Wilson. He says, tell G.I. Joe Snake Eyes reject to hold.
Mad.
Fucking mad.
Mad.
I love the community here. I swear to
Right.
God, the community.
Tell him
is lit.
Marge held that last night, dickhead.
I love the panel.
Damn.
Big up my man Lee Burnell one more time. He says, flawless. Hold that L, rude boy. Hold that.
Yeah. Lee Show.
Big up my brother Amin. He says, Lewis, Anthony is for sale. He's better than Noni.
Pick up my guy. I'm in.
That's fact.
And then the myth, the man, the legend, out of context, sarcasm, blood clot city in the
Real one.
building.
Shout out of context, Sarcasm City.
He says, Bun Ten Hag, Bun Boon Fanange, Hussam, I hate you, but congrats you, Walad. Lewis, I'm thoroughly disappointed in your team.
Me
Troops,
too.
fair
too.
play, but can they do it in 90 minutes, second leg versus Porto?
Can they? That's a good question.
That's a very good question, blood. You get me?
Yes, I do. Yeah, it is.
We'll find out, innit?
We will.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I'm looking forward to it, man.
Out of
It's gonna be a good
context,
game.
he ain't clipping me, the bastard, and I know Vel's probably lurking as well, the piece of shit. Big up my brother Sing G. He says, respect Trooper every time. If LFC lost 6-0 in next 6 Prem games, would still have +2 goal difference on Man United. Flawless, you wallad. Sam, big up. Did you see Darwin running through, man? What? No. Did you pause? Did you see who's Darwin running?
Did you see
What
Darwin
man
running? I thought he
was
was injured.
One kiss.
You know what the thing is with this Darwin thing? The way I saw him hop,
Bro, he
like,
flew
over-
the fence like he was
When he
chasing the up.
flew, I'm like, bro, okay, this guy's gonna be.
You only
back.
see it
So
up and
that's
it's
a
like
good-
you got to run him down, blood.
Yeah, no, it's like, you know what it is? As soon as I saw that, I'm like, yeah, he's coming back. He ain't that injured.
He thought
Yeah,
he was
he's
back in the
actually
Uruguayan favela, blood, the way he was moving, cuz.
That's mad.
Man, thing like police was running him down. Man flew the fence, cuz. Big up Kirk. He says, big up from Baltimore. Love the show. I'm a Spurs supporter, which makes these Chelsea tears even more sensational.
Big up.
Brother,
You gave my club. Oh, I'm not even getting into it.
This
Take him back.
tyrant, this terrorist,
him back.
as you say.
yeah.
Tyrant, terrorist, Satanist, whatever you want.
Nah, big up Kurt, blood. You get me? Obviously
Yeah.
he's up, blood. So man appreciates the love, broski. Big up your damn self, brother. Big up Don C. He says, big you, man. The best quad on YouTube. Chelsea lose again. Waste team. United are a joke. Arsenal, the rise, and the Camel Masters team win the teacup. And look, he's got the trophy there. Trophy on deck. Eli, my guy.
Big up,
He
Eli.
says Arsenal flying and Chelsea looking like guano. Come on, you guys.
Yeah, you explained to me what that was on the fan calling show. Yeah, joke, man. Big up Eli though, real one.
What is it?
It's like basically shit. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
shit, blood.
yeah,
Okay,
basically.
fair enough. Fair
Is
enough.
Eli always flexing his vocabulary? That's
You
what
get
that
me?
is.
Big up my guy Yusuf. He just dropped that and he bounced, blood. Big up your damn self, broski. Big up Ray again. He says Watoro bargain of the summer. Flawless. I told you Van Dijk was still fully committed after the Klopp news. I cried in the ground after the final whistle.
Man cried, you know. I'm saying after a Carabao Cup. Have something cried.
You was crying, blood. You was crying for it last year, blood.
Cried. I did not cry tears of joy.
You liar.
I did not cry tears of joy. I've seen my team win everything. Why would I cry over a Carabao Cup?
Because
Yeah, I'll
I've
be
seen
real.
it,
I've only cried at a
because-
UCL
cried
final.
because of the state of your club.
Yeah, but I didn't cry over no Carabao Cup. I leave that to you and the FA Cup. That's your thing. I don't do them things there.
Big up RS. Don't worry, you're getting cooked, blood. You can have your little
Yeah,
slice.
yeah,
blood,
I'm
because
ready.
You're going
Yeah,
in a blender.
100%. I'm
blender,
ready.
yeah?
I'm here. I'm ready.
Yeah.
But I don't cry over no
I'm
domestic
surprised you didn't
cup.
put your vest
It's
there.
Arsenal.
I'm
I
surprised
don't need the vest.
United tops there instead of the
I
vest.
don't need
blood.
that. The vest is here. The vest
Where
always
can
here.
I get that
Vest
vest, by the
Steve,
way?
that's
I'm
always
asking
here.
for a friend.
That's
Yeah, you need
always
that, you
here.
need that,
I don't
blood.
need. Yeah, I'm saying that's the only
Flawless,
thing.
flawless. Where can I get that vest, please?
I'll chat to
Lewis
my
is trying to
boy.
buy a tanker.
Yeah, I
I'll
need
chat to my
everything
boy
I
and
can
find
get.
out.
Thank you. Thank
Big
you.
up my guy RS. He says, big up all you guys. Love from India. Hope Liverpool win remaining trophies. Flawless, are you coming to the Big Six show tonight? What happened to Saeed?
No, I'm not coming to the Big Six show tonight. Saeed will be there. That man probably this is me guessing. They're just running jokes because United lost, saying Saeed won't be there and he'll be there with a mask on or a
Doing up
balaclava.
Lewis
Lewis.
blood.
Yeah. Saeed will be there. He don't run from the ground. He'll be there.
Big up Victor. He says, if you expect the expected,
If you expect the
if you expect
expected,
the expected, do you? No, you can
never
never
be
be angry. Hashtag every out. And before I forget, hashtag Flawless is a wild lad.
that's just Victor guy, you know.
Come on, bro. You
Big
know
up
Victor's
Victor.
that's my dog.
Oh
you know.
yeah. Victor, that's family right there.
That's sarcasm
Shout out,
city
Victor.
right there.
Yeah, 100%.
Big up Danny. He says, big up troops. Lawless. Lewis and Flawless. Hold that. Come on, you gunners.
Yeah, Danny, Arteta in. Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Todd comes again. Pause. He says, fuck it. Watch out. He said, look, you see, Lewis is slowly getting the fan base to turn. Big up
They're
Kirk
slowly
Chaos.
waking up. Finally.
that.
Too
All
late.
that. My dog. He says, big up the panel. I swear Liverpool's under 16s could have won that game. $1 billion bottle jobs. Poch ignoring Todd had me laughing my ass off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about all that shit, blood. You get me? Big up Guna Ali. He says, first super chat. Big up your damn self, blood. Never thought I'd do this, but this channel deserves the love. Big up your damn self, broski. Nothing brings me more joy than seeing Lewis's miserable face. Big up all.
Big up to you for the first super chat, man. Big up to
I'm
you.
your damn
glad to
self.
know at least during the good old days, I terrorized the fuck out of your club. I'm
Yeah.
happy with that.
And
That's fine.
them days are dead and gone, mate.
Not dead.
Big up
Just beat
Damien.
Porter, innit? Just beat Porter.
They're gone. They're on the way, man. Trust me, man.
Yeah,
Trust
we
me.
are. Yeah, me big up
No.
Damien.
I'm
blood.
saying them days are on the way. Trust me.
What
Lewis.
days?
Them days, you lot being mad. You know what I'm saying? When
Dickhead.
you
Yo.
lot inevitably go out of the champs, but you know,
Okay,
it's a whole different
okay.
conversation.
Yeah.
Why are you winning the champs?
Anyway,
Scoops? Are you winning the champs?
Anyway, big up man like Damien. You get me?
You heard it, man.
He says
said you winning the champs.
150 million down the drain. Casado missing once again. That was the song we had going in my chats yesterday. Still, I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, for what it's worth, he was our best midfielder, but I'm not backing anybody except 2 players. So, and he's not one of them.
Andy Q, my dog. He says, Lewis, show us your face. Banter FC. Flick is
brother.
bastard.
You were literally you came from my stream. What do you mean? Show me your face. You just saw it.
Yeah, he wants to see it here, though, blood.
Yeah. Ah, you know what? Drop 100.
Oh shit!
Best?
Drop 100 for troops, and then yeah, cool. So it has to be 100 straight super chat. No one just doing little fiver here, fiver there.
Another collection team. Yeah. I hear you, Fez.
Big up, man, like Daniel.
Big up, Daniel.
He says, we banter ourselves. Everyone bar Petrovic yesterday is a disgrace. Poch out. He turned us into Spurs.
And
Ross
Jackson.
God.
And Jackson. Jackson walked off scraps for 90 minutes and still made 3 chances. Fair play.
Big up my dog, Omar. He says, big up the panel. GOAT podcast back again. Come on, my G. You know, said we're there.
Big up, Omar.
You get me? Big up, man, like C. He says, I can see why Hussam wanted Poch to stay. Big up, man, like Sheik. Real G in the building. He says, big up the man, them. Gallagher turned into prime Wembley Mason Mount. Flawless, my brother. We in this together. Pause. Hashtag Lewis smile again in full effect.
Not much to
So guys,
smile
go
about, but
subscribe
thank
to
you for
Sheik
the
TV as well.
donation.
Subscribe to Sheik, bro.
Yeah, man. Shout out my brother Sheik every single time. Yeah,
There's
we
not
want
much
him.
to smile about.
Big up Kurt one more time. He says, who ordered Rey Mysterio off Wish?
That's good, Kurt. That's good, Kurt. That is good.
That's
Shout out,
actually a
Kurt.
good super chat, to be fair. You know what?
Boyaka,
Shout
boyaka.
out, Kurt.
Big up Yash Talks Football. He says, big up the panel, especially troops. People like you inspire me to enter the YouTube football space. Also, Eric Ten Hag in. Poch in. Come on, you Gunners.
I was
Big up
about
the
to
panel.
big you up. I was
Hey,
about to big you up.
I want to say big up to Yash for entering the YouTube space, man.
Facts.
Real one. Yeah, big up. And on
Because-
top, yeah.
It takes
And
a
I
lot to, you get me, put yourself
Yes.
in this position. Pause. You understand? Because
Facts.
when shit like
When
this
it's-
goes down,
yeah,
you
when
can't
when
hide,
it's
blood.
his peak, yeah, you can't hide, man.
You can't hide, blood. You could dress like Lewis, but you still gotta be here, blood.
Yeah,
get
you
me?
can't.
There's
you
nowhere
can't
to hide,
hide.
bro.
Mm-mm.
So get me. Good luck with your journey, broski. And get me. I appreciate the kind words, blood. Real shit, my bro. I appreciate that, fam. Fats, my dog. He says Ray used to say Klopp out, by the way. He's the biggest fraud and flip-flopper. I still have the VAR. Yeah, I see him talk about the
Can you
VAR.
say Lukaku is a better right winger than Salah?
Exactly. So Ray, next
Yeah,
time
you used
ask
to run
for
the
an
biggest
apology,
Salah slander in 2020.
Don't make me embarrass you back. You know, that's all I'm saying. Because anything I said is not worse than Klopp out, so you can hold that.
Certified, my dog. He says Poch ain't the only issue, but he still needs to go.
Yep. Yeah, I agree.
My brother Victor, one more time. He says hashtag everybody out. Big up Kosovo baller. He says tuna fish Astrid is cursing Chelsea with Poch. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
she
he's
was
a
at
tuna-
Porto. She ain't a curse. The only curse is the guy in the last word.
Yeah, she went still. Big up Vinay. He just dropped that and he bounced. Big up your damn self.
Big
E
up, man.
Ross, my guy. He says, big up, gentlemen. Balaclava settings. Where we going now? There we go. Big up SJ. He says, big up the LFC toddler group for winning yesterday. Shameful from Chelsea. Can we talk about Villa today? What they're doing is sensational. Fuck Man United.
Hey, and say the word. Don't star it, SJ. Say it with your whole chest. You know what I'm saying? And that. Say it with your chest.
Big up Vinay one more time. He says it's going to be hard for this Chelsea team to recover from this loss. Losing to a bunch of teenagers. I hope they enjoy staying at the bottom half.
Hey, you can't win anything with kids, man. You can't win anything with kids.
That's a pause, blood. Big up Todd Miller one more time. Troops, it still shows Newcastle. Yeah, ha ha ha. Very funny, blood. Yeah, you're a fucking comedian, mate. Yeah.
Wait,
So
what?
yesterday, for context,
Yeah.
obviously I got my graphics up here.
Yeah,
I had like Chelsea, Liverpool, but then I had the Liverpool team, but then Brennan put fucking Newcastle. He forgot to change it from the day before, innit? So the chat was like onto me the whole day, innit? And then when I got the real one, these man were still saying there was a new error. I had Emirates Stadium as location instead of Wembley Stadium, blood. These times Brennan was drunk, so it was like, yeah, it's gone left, blood. You get me?
Man. It happens, man. It's all good.
But Brennan, don't worry, your job is safe, broski. Big up Barros, or what is it? Barrios. Yeah, I think it's Barrios.
Barrios. Big up Barrios.
Yeah, I think it's Barrios. He says, big up the panel, blue $1 billion bottle jobs. Hold that. Bro, you see Gary Neville, yeah? Bro, we're gonna,
That's a bar.
That's a bar.
Man are getting cooked on Sky Sports, you know.
Yeah, even though the team on the pitch wasn't worth $1 billion, and then he contradicted himself 5 minutes later by talking about Poch's tactics at extra time. But hey, I'll save it for later.
Big up my brother Jazzy. He says, back again. Big up the pod. Loving the content. Peace and love from Hong Kong. Big up the Hong Kong.
Hong Kong, you know, that's crazy. Big up.
That's crazy, blood. The demographic, the reach is mad, blood. Big up the man.
Worldwide. It is. Everywhere, every continent on the globe.
We get love, bro. Big up everybody. Man like Carl, he says, Hussam, he added you in it. So Hussam, this is for you.
You know, I felt like he sent this just so you can read it, but he basically says you'll never walk alone 4 times. Big up to you, Carl. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. You get me. Troops has started an imaginary beef because Flawless got to his head. So yeah, big up to you, Carl.
Hey, you the side chick getting ignored. Don't get mad at me. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens as the side chick.
You
When
can't
you
be the
sign
side
up for that
chick when you're
program,
bigger.
no. His side chick. You know what I'm saying? Troops,
but
you're
that's
not
not
the
how it
side
works.
chick, but Troops is. All right, cool. You can argue if you want to be mains. That's on you lot. I'm not involved.
Brother, that's not how it works. You cannot be the
That's
side
not
chick
my
if you're bigger. Like, I'm
Hey,
sorry.
hey, it's between you lot. Yeah. I'm not
Big up
involved.
Love United, hate the ops. He says, Lewis, to feel better, just watch the vlogs from when you won the Champions League at Porto or Europa League at Baku. Made me feel better. Top right. I guess it ain't a tin pot now. Hussam.
Oh yeah, I've rewatched that UCL vlog a couple times. Good times. Good times.
Roman Abramovich is in the chat, people. You
We got
understand?
Roman, man.
We got Roman blood, you get me?
Please
Banter
come back.
aside, from a rival fan's perspective, tell us what needs to change at our club. What do you think has to change?
I do it every week, Roman.
Yeah.
You need to come back. That's how your club changes.
That, yeah, literally. Big up Red Lion of Taranga.
Teranga. Big up.
He says, big up panel, especially Hussam, drinking Casado tears.
Big up.
Big up Mr. Link. He says, Flawless is just projecting onto his snow bunnies.
What am I projecting?
God knows.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about.
Big him up, though, blood. Big up Clays FN. He says, we bottled because we wanted to behave like Arsenal FC. I think that's Tottenham, mate, not us, mate.
Nah, bro. Arsenal can't make 6 finals in 5 years. So
Nah, we'll win 6 finals in 5 years. Big up
yeah, you
Sing
gotta make
G.
it there first. But
Yeah, we beat you in the last one, so I hold that, blood. That's one of them 6.
How
L's
long
you
ago
held
was
in a
that
row.
again?
That's one of them 6 L's you held in a row, blood. Remember that?
That must-
hold
yeah,
that.
and that was
Big
also
up
your last
Sing
ever
G.
trip to Wembley.
We're part of the record, yeah, of
That was also your
we're
last
part of
ever
your
final.
terrible run right
That
now,
was
blood,
also-
yeah. Blue card, yeah, blue card settings, bro. You get me?
There
Blue
you
card. You understand? There we are, blood. Put that on a t-shirt, Hussam, blood. There you are. You
Blue
understand?
card because you didn't like what I was saying. But it's cool.
Reverse
It's
it.
cool.
You get me?
It's
Big
cool.
up Sing G. He says, didn't realize it was if both LFC or Arsenal lost 6-0 in next 6 games, would still have goal difference on Man United. Flawless, you lad.
That's
Hussam,
actually mad. That's actually mad. That's a
Love
mad.
that, man.
mad,
He's
innit?
bigging up his side chick, man. I love that Sing G. Salute to you, man. Everyone got side things out here, man.
Flaws,
Big up your
every
damn
time
self,
you
Carl.
lose, you try to get other people to fight. It's not going to work today.
I'm not trying to get no one to fight. I was responding to
We
the
know
Sing
your
G.
tactics. We know your tactics.
It's not. I keep saying this to you. You give me way too much credit. Like, you think that I'm actually like thinking logically about this and trying to be tactical and strategic. No, I'm just running bands. This is all freestyle off the top of the dome.
Big up.
big up Carl. He's trying to at me now, blood. You understand? Yeah. Big up yourself, blood. Yeah. I'm not falling for it, blood. You get me? Big up my brother Ali one more time. He says, big up again, lads. In my opinion, no one deserves this as much as Chelsea fans celebrating here we goes like wins, only to end up with this clusterfuck of a squad.
Facts.
We're betting 11th in March, but thank you for your donation.
Corey, I just saw it, blood. I mean,
Yeah, that is wild.
Big up yourself, but that's wild, blood. You get me? That is absolutely wild. Here we go, people.
Yes.
Here we go, blood. You understand? Here we go.
I missed it. Here we go.
Lewis's favorite word, blood. You get me? Here we go. You understand? Because nothing happens.
They use our own transfer lingo against us.
You get me? I'm using your own bars, blood. You get me? I'm writing my own bars. You understand? But Chelsea 0, Liverpool 1. Liverpool's under-16 team winning the Carabao Cup Final. Certain man had school this morning. You get me? Certain man were getting walked to school. You get me? Enzo, boy, you get me? Showed more heart walking up the stairs than he showed on the pitch for 120 minutes. You get me?
Unlucky lad.
Unlucky lad. You get me? Hussam.
Have stats.
You've dropped them.
I have 13 statistics, guys. Shout out Tom
13,
Little.
blood. Unlucky for some. And that unlucky is you, Lewis Rude Boy, yeah? Hold that!
Liverpool's goalkeeper costs less than both of Chelsea's. Liverpool's defense costs less both of Chelsea's. Liverpool's midfield costs less than Chelsea's. Liverpool's attack costs less than Chelsea's. Liverpool's whole bench costs less than Chelsea's. Wataru Endo won 75% of his duels against Enzo Fernandez. Ryan Gravenberch, who got injured in the 34th minute, had won as many tackles as Gallagher did. Both Bobby Clark and Jayden Dance played more minutes against Chelsea than they had in their entire Liverpool career. Nkunku won 0 duels against Gerald Kwanzaa. Ben Chilwell had more fights with Liverpool youngsters than he had completed crosses. You could buy Liverpool's entire bench 9 times and you would still not have spent as much as Chelsea did on their substitutes. James McConnell created as many chances as Cole Palmer. Jayden Dance has as many shots on target as Sterling, Jackson, Mudryk, Gallagher, and Nkunku combined. Jayden Dance, that is the guy with the afro.
Afro man.
Yeah, shout out Lee Burnell, who came into my chat. He thought he was Fellaini's cousin or something. He's not. I can confirm. He's actually like English, and he's from, from the Liverpool Academy. Yesterday, I have to admit, I gave up at a point in time, at an instance. I was getting ready to I already on my video, I was just giving the respect speech. I was like, I'm so proud of these young boys. They come on at Wembley with our whole squad out. I was like, yo, Chelsea are scoring here. We've got McConnell, Bobby Clark, all the kids out there. Connor Bradley at the start. Kelleher is a child in goal as well. Like, we literally had the actual under-21 teams. I actually went and checked it. 5 of the players actually played in the last Liverpool under-21 academy game. Like, they fully actually played in that game. I think the win yesterday, first of all, from a Liverpool perspective, obviously, look, I am not delusional because I see Sophia calling me out and the Man United fans because I spoke about United winning the Carabao Cup last season. The Carabao Cup is still the least important trophy. I will not change that. I will not change my mindset about that. It is a trophy. It's a trophy you add to the cabinet, but it's the least important trophy. The reason why yesterday felt different is the context. The fact that it was the kids, the fact that we had 9 first-team players out, and we still managed to beat the most embarrassing sports project in sports history makes it mean something. So that's basically what I'm saying. And we have to thank Man United, because the little kid in Brazil who asked his mom what the fuck's the Carabao Cup last season, he found out what the Carabao Cup is. So a year later, he knows. You get me? So big up Man United for winning it, making it global. You get me? So big up to you guys. But, It was a fantastic win, to be honest with you. And these kids and these youngsters and these under-21s, they have no experience whatsoever. For them to come on, and you know what it is? It's not even the technicality or based on ability and who can pass and who can shoot and none of the shit. It's the guts and the courage that they shown. It was the 116th minute. James McConnell proceeds to dribble past the whole Chelsea midfield. That takes nerves. That takes nerves of steel to do in a game of that magnitude. This is a game at Wembley. It's against Chelsea. Chelsea are still a big club by name, so it doesn't matter where they are in the league. All that shit doesn't matter. This time I said testing pause for Calpol. Calpol is bad. Calpol is bad. So Liverpool Football Club yesterday, we have to give them praise. We have to give us credit because it's the context that makes yesterday's game, special and big. I will never say the Carabao Cup is like a big trophy or like the most important trophy or any of that stuff. Of course, it's not, but it's a trophy. We celebrate it. For me, it was more of a perspective of, and this is what you asked me pre-game, and I said it's like giving a wolf just a smell of blood. Like it's just it makes the wolf want more. So this just increases our hunger headed into the season. So now all these players that we spoke about that haven't witnessed success with Liverpool have now witnessed success for the first time. So, it helps them. So it helps give you that 5%, 10% push, which we do need with all the players out as well. Like, make no mistake, we play this Wednesday in the FA Cup. You're not going to see probably maybe 1-2 senior players max. It really is going to be the Jadon Danzas and the Bobby Clarks and the McConnells again. It's actually going to be a team of kids taking on Southampton. So I feel like that's why that game meant a lot. And I feel like the Liverpool youngsters embarrassed the Chelsea players on the pitch. Yesterday, pre-game, I keep the same energy. I said, listen, guys, we have injuries, but let's not make excuses. It's up to the players now. In a final, I said this to Lewis pre-game as well. On both previews, I said, finals, you have to win. It's not to be played, it's to be won. It doesn't matter how, just get the job done. And we got the job done. That Virgil van Dijk goal was a ball don't lie goal because the first one should have been ruled off. That's the most bullshit thing I've ever seen my whole life. And I have to say, Chelsea have been getting cooked, not just by us now. It's getting to the stage where they're getting cooked by the media. Shout out Abu Treka, who's one of the biggest African legends of all time. He was on BN Sports yesterday, watched by hundreds of millions of people. The guy came out and said, these Liverpool players need to cut their celebrations short because they have homework to do and they have school tomorrow. Chelsea are now become an embarrassment on like national television. It's fair enough if Troops and Hussam and Flawless cook Chelsea, but the fact now that it's Gary Neville and Abu Treka and people around the world, on TV actually saying shit like this.
Yeah, mainstream media.
Yeah, mainstream media are saying it now. And for me, yesterday, the Liverpool players filled me with pride. And I felt like it got to a stage where I was thinking, we're going to lose. I was thinking, like, okay, Flawless is shameless, you're shameless, Troops. But even you, had we lost yesterday with all the kids, would have been like, obviously, like, it's literally the under-21 team. So I felt it was just like, okay, just give it your all, try. And if it works, it works. And it did work at the end. We kept the clean sheet. Our defense was good. Kelleher, one man of the match, which is great for us as well. So, look, one trophy we win. We keep going. And Chelsea Football Club should feel embarrassed and humiliated. Some of these players, man, it's just yesterday at the big stage, grandest stage of them all, they got humiliated by youngsters. Yesterday I heard on Lewis's channel, I think it was Alex, and also I think there was another guy who agreed with him. He's like, if it was Salah, Nunez, like these guys playing, fair enough. Even if it was like a bunch of kids, but we had like Salah, Nunez, McAllister players like that, be like, okay, fair enough. The fact that it was like Bobby Clark and Dance and Bradley and all these guys, and even Tsimikas coming back from injury, who's a backup left back, Kwanzaa, who's a youngster, comes on to play the extra time, Kelleher in goal, not Allison. All of these things just like make it mean something, even though it's the least relevant trophy of the year. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the game. Big up, congratulations all the Liverpool fans in the chat as well. Inshallah, we keep going. This gives us an extra push headed into the season.
You know what's crazy? Hassam acted like he's not shameless. Sorry, that was the funniest thing about everything you said.
I never said I'm not shameless. I can't be shameless about my own club, Flawless. I'm not going to cook my own club.
No, not cooking, just in general, because you're like, I don't.
Okay, Flawless, let me ask you a question instead. Let me ask it.
Yeah.
Had Chelsea won yesterday, would you have gone like mad on Liverpool given the context of the
absolutely not. Of course I would have ran jokes because it's Liverpool and because it's you and because it's Ryan and all the other Liverpool fans, of course. But I would have been like, oh, it's such a disgraceful performance.
Yeah, that was my point.
Yeah, I would have said that. I would have just ran jokes, but it's like, yeah, it's not. It's the Carabao Cup. Like you said, it's the least prestigious out of all the trophies available. It's not the end of the world if you lose the final. It's disappointing, but you move on. There's just so much football to be played, especially for you lot, because you're in other competitions and in a title race as well.
Lewis.
Right, so I'm gonna try and talk on a bunch of different parts of this game. First thing I want to say is congratulations to Hassam, congratulations to Liverpool. They were the better team by a mile. They deserved it from the first minute. So no one's going to run that copium. Liverpool were the better team and they deserved to win. I don't care about the chances that were made towards the end, but we're going to delve into that as well. For everyone who calls me an agenda merchant, we're actually going to start on the players for today, just to throw that one into the bin. We'll start player by player. Petrovic was probably our best player. Distribution wasn't great, but like he kept us in the game for the most part. Gusto had poor touches all over the place, but he got better towards the second half, but wouldn't say great. He was probably just up there as one of the better players for what it's worth. Disasi and Colwell, really shaky at the start. I'd say grew into it a little bit as well, but like that's about as far out I can say. Chilwell is a disgrace. I thought Gallagher was an embarrassing captain, but nah, Chilwell, he takes the cake. This guy spent more time arguing with kids than trying to make successful passes forward. He is an absolute joke, a disgrace. And the fact that this guy wears my armband is embarrassing. Embarrassing. He brings me absolutely nothing. Awful first touch, awful passing. Barely any decent defending. Enzo, probably his worst performance of the season, in all honesty. Like, I saw this guy get bypassed about 4 or 5 times. Like, some of the passing from deep was good. Everything else wasn't good. The back heel was just like the icing on the top of the cake. Caicedo, for what it's worth, was probably our best midfielder. I feel like, if anything, I kind of talked a bit further down on him than I should have. But again, it's because of the occasion. Is what it is, but like, again, probably our best midfielder out the lot. Gallagher. Now, for everybody who thinks I have a Conor Gallagher agenda, it could be very easy for me to come here and just say, Gallagher cost me the game. He should have scored his chances. I could just not say anything else and just say he scored my chances. No, but he was awful. But it's not just that. It's not just that awful crossing, awful way to passing, bottled 2 big chances. And my guy Jimmy said it perfectly. Let that have been Sterling that missed those chances. You're going to hear a completely different reception if it's Raheem Sterling. But because it's the proper Chelsea lad who just gets it, who just understands the club, you have idiots on Twitter saying, oh, Gallagher was great. If you don't understand Gallagher, you don't rate football. Man, shut the fuck up. He's fucking shit. Simple as. Sterling, didn't even notice him. Bar the goal, like, I would have forgotten he was on the pitch, in all honesty.
I think he went to his yard because his yard was like 10 minutes away, bro. I'm not going to lie.
And it's annoying because he said, oh, this is Wembley. This is my home. I'm going to turn up. And it was like, where were you? Where were you? Palmer, quiet in the first half. Made about 2-3 big chances. So again, like, to a point, I can't say too much. That's why I'm not saying too much about Caicedo, because a lot of our big chances came from Caicedo passes to the guy who laid the ball in. That's kind of his job. And there was a lot of break-up play from him too. So can't really say too much about him. But again, price tag and the fact that Liverpool brought on those NPCs and like they still ended up having a game is why I can't say too much about it. Jackson, you tried your best, mate. You tried your best. We had hoofball tactics and you still managed to make 3 chances. Fair play. You're one of a few people who can leave that pitch with your head held high. You got given nothing and you still nearly made something. Fairs. And Cuckoo came on, did nothing. Mudryk came on, was just lazy and ineffective. Madueke gave me a bit of directness, but he didn't give me any end product. As the players just, yeah, they didn't turn up. For the most part, they didn't turn up. But that's me done talking about the players. Now let me talk about this coach. I just want you to rise this up first and foremost. So this is the team that we had to face at extra time. And he thought, let me be passive. Let me sit back. I don't know half of these guys. What is a McConnell? What is that? I thought they brought on Hugh Wizzy up top. Never seen that brother before in my life. Only sub that I really know is probably the back 3. That's about it. But like a midfield with 2 nobodies. 2 nobodies, people I've never heard of in my life. And yet they looked more structurally better than we did. They looked better drilled than we did. They looked like they had a better understanding of what to do on the pitch than we did. Our tactics for about 60, 70 minutes was literally hoofball to Jackson and pray with Kanate and Van Dijk. And this is what I mean when I say this manager puts the players out to dry. because he sets them up like that. Now I have idiots telling me, oh, but I thought Havertz was the problem. Let me tell you something, dickhead. What the fuck would Havertz have done in that game? What would he have done in that game? Jackson actually made chances in spite of all of that shit. In spite of it. But no, what people will tell me is, oh, we made a high volume of chances in the last 20 minutes and we should have scored. Guess what? We should have scored. But here's the thing. If we score that goal, right? I can't come on here and talk about the performance. I've got to be happy. We won. We won the cup. You said you don't care about the performance. You just want the trophy. So nothing I thought about that match, despite me being stressed out in the ground all game, would have mattered. Because, Gallagher scored one of his chances. This is why I can't even hear the stuff about, bring in a number 9 and you're fine. Because it would just paper over the cracks. We would turn into fucking Ole. United under Ole. Individual Brilliance FC. That's what we would be with a number 9. That's what we would be. The problem is, we make chances in a certain period of the game, and that's it. And if we don't bury them, we're dead. That's the difference. That's why I keep going back to Tuchel. Under Tuchel, I have games like Brighton at home where we drew 1-1, Burnley 1-1, Man City 1-0. All these sorts of games where we make high volume chances throughout the match and we don't bury them. And then it's on the forwards. Here, I look at the system, I look at the structure. What was the plan other than to play hoofball? What was the plan? We barely utilized the left-hand side, which is why Sterling was so anonymous. I think I still have a pass map. Yeah, I do still have the pass map. 1 second. I've got a pass map from that game. Look at this. Look at this. What is that left side doing? I'm just existing there. Look at poor Nicholas Jackson with no arrows towards him. 0 arrows. Look at Conor Gallagher with 0 arrows forward. Look at the gap between the midfield and the attack. The most progressive passing was received by my right back. By my right back.
Fucking hell.
Damn.
This is my manager. But I get told to be patient and to trust the process, and it's all the players. It's all of their fault. Now, I get the directors need to hold smoke because yet again, it's another embarrassing result. And now we're sniffing copium saying, oh, but the FA Cup is still up for grabs. Oh, Man United lost to Fulham and they're probably going to lose to City. So we might have a chance for 6th. I mean, you have to go and beat Brentford away first. A Brentford team we've only beaten once in the league since they even came up. But go for it. Go for it. You can sniff that copium all you want. I'll see it before I believe it. But they all have to go up for some sort of smoke. But Pochettino, all the excuses for him are dead. They are dead. A man spent all season moaning about experience and youth to bottle it to a Liverpool under-21 side. Really? How inexperienced was that team? But hey, inexperienced kids don't win you anything. Kids don't win you anything. Cool. All the excuses are dead in the water for this manager. And if you want to say you need to talk about other people as well, cool. I agree. That don't make any difference to the fact that this guy needs to leave and he needs to leave now. But he won't, because there's no mentality from up above. There's just excuses. There's just copium. There's let's see how we go in the FA Cup. Let's wait until we're completely out of the race for 7th, and then they'll probably act. Graham Potter didn't get all of these excuses. He didn't get all of this patience. And even then, they took too long with him. How long is it going to take them to get rid of this guy? How much further do we have to drop before they drink the Kool-Aid and realize that they made a mistake? How long is it going to take? That Liverpool team, he looked at that Liverpool side at extra time and he thought, let's go to penalties. Let's go to penalties. It's all right. Let's sit back. Let's hold possession. Let's try and be a little bit more passive. They don't want to come forward. Like, we'll just sit back. It's all good. It's all good. And also, by the way, 2 goals from two defensive set pieces. Again, yeah, another thing that's been typical of Chelsea this season. But hey, what do I know? That at least Pochettino got to walk the team out at Wembley like he deserved it, like he deserved to. At least he got that. Great, so we could lose to Liverpool's B team and then see them sub on their C team, and we still couldn't score against them. Great. Oh, well. That cup's over. Now you can go to Leeds while we're tired after playing 120 minutes at Wembley. Now you can go and try and deal with that Leeds team. You had better win that. That's such a big derby for this team. If you cannot beat Leeds, you might actually no. I say you might lose the home fans. The fact that they're even still not saying anything at this point says more about them at this point. Like, everything's just a disgrace at this club from top to bottom. Top to bottom, it's a joke. But hey, at least now the media is talking about us, so no one can run this agenda like, if it was Arsenal or if it was Liverpool or Manchester United in this position, we wouldn't be allowed to hear the end of it. Shut up. I've been hearing it to my ears all season. You want to make that waffle. All these excuses are in the bin. I don't want to hear it. Potch out. Directors are a disgrace. Owners are a disgrace. And that game was a disgrace. Most pathetic final I've ever seen in my life. Cowardice in extra time against a youth team. Disgrace.
Big up halftime hooks. He says, nah, man's in a ski mask. I am finished. The pain runs deep. Chelsea can hold that frauds. Tell me about Enzo passing stats.
I don't know. I don't read the game through stats, but if you have them, put it in the chat.
Yesterday proved everything I'm saying about these players, honestly. Enzo yesterday dropped a stinker. Caicedo dropped a stinker. You know, Troops, there is nothing Lewis said that I actually think is crazy. I don't think Lewis said anything mad. I'm just saying
he actually made me like, I was like,
yeah, he actually spoke on the players.
All right.
Because yesterday, bro, like sometimes I said this to Flawless yesterday on his stream as well. Big up Flawless. Bro, I just said, like, sometimes just pull your socks up and play. Like, respectfully, fuck what the manager says, fuck his tactics, fuck all of this. If I'm Enzo, if I'm Caicedo, if I'm Gallagher, if I'm any of these midfielders, I'm looking at Bobby Clark and I'm looking at McConnell. I'm going like, I'm going to dribble past them. I'm going to shoot a goal. I'm going to attempt something. Problem is, they just did nothing. And the players missed. Gallagher missed like 3 chances he should have scored. I felt bad for Palmer personally because I felt like he created the 3 chances that they missed. But the others, like this week, Poch didn't make defensive substitutions. He made offensive substitutions. He brought on Mudryk, he brought on Nkunku, and he brought on, there's a third guy, I forgot who he brought on. But he brought on
Chalobah again.
Mudryk, Madueke, and Nkunku.
And Madueke, that's the guy. And all 3 of them stank. And they were even considerably worse than Jackson, even. They were like, every single one of them just played like shit. Like, if you're Mudryk, your ability is space. Get past your fullback. Like, you know, how many times do me and Flawless talk about pace and power? Yeah, pace and power matters in this league. Just get past your fullback. Just run past them. You know, Nkunku didn't even like trouble Kwanzaa. I'm not talking about Van Dijk. He didn't even go like, you know, shoulder barge Kwanzaa, get into it, get stuck in, nothing. Madueke is one of the worst forwards I have seen in this whole league.
Awful.
The only thing that I'm going to say to that is that there's zero structure in our attacking play. We genuinely just move off instinct and we make it up as we go along. And I feel like for you, even with your younger players, they probably have a much better tactical understanding because they just have a better coach.
Yeah, but the whole club plays like Klopp wants them to play. So even our academy plays the Klopp style, etc. So it helps them integrate as soon as they come in, you know, the team and stuff like that. The problem is with this Chelsea team is as follows. I don't disagree with anything Lewis said, okay? I'm not here to...
Also, Bobby Shitview, suck your mum, dickhead. Also, go for it.
Okay. Damn.
Sorry, that was personal.
Big up.
Go on.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Go on,
anyway,
blood.
The problem is with Chelsea is I don't even disagree with anything Lewis said. Okay, they're better than 10th. Okay, Poch deserves to hold smoke. I agree with all of this. The only thing that I genuinely disagree with is that the main culprit of where they are is the guy that changed the whole culture of Chelsea Football Club. Chelsea were a winning club. What Roman did worked. You went and you spent 1 billion on youngsters on long-ass contracts that you don't know which one of them is going to work, which one of them isn't going to work. Like, this is the problem, because if you sign 25 players, you're considered a successful club if 10 of them work out. Think of all the signings the successful clubs have made. Even half of them failed. Like, there's always going to be failed transfers. Who's the greatest manager in Premier League history? Ferguson. Ferguson had failed transfers. It happens.
Absolutely.
But you cannot buy all of them at once and then expect them to do something regardless of who's the manager. This is my thing. Like, the thing is, Todd Bowley and Iqbali changed the culture of Chelsea. The culture of Chelsea was we have a spine, we buy exciting young talent, we buy ready-made players, and we win trophies. And every 2-3 years, fuck the manager, get rid of the manager, get a new manager in, win again. That was the cycle.
But
of
this
like,
doesn't acknowledge the fact that we respectfully had about 5 years of crap transfer windows, and we did need that clear out. We did.
Okay,
the problem is we've given the keys to the wrong guy.
Okay, but when you say you needed that clear out, don't you think that the clear out should have done in steps? Like, do the clear out, but do it in steps. Like 4 or 5 guys in, and then the 4 or 5 guys are used to it, and then the 4 or 5
That doesn't
guys
work
are used to
when
it.
about
Step by step
2/3 of the
clear out.
squad wants to leave. Because you need players that want to be here, innit?
I understand what you're saying. Okay, Jorginho wanted to be there. He just wanted a longer contract.
Yeah. Troops knows, like, the amount of Chelsea players going to Arsenal that I've cooked him for. Jorginho's the only one that I said, I don't like this. I don't like this.
Okay, and the Chelsea team would considerably be better with Jorginho, as an example. That's just one example, right?
You're preaching to the choir on that.
Okay, me and you agree on that. So I know you rate Jorginho, but the point is, I just felt like you did too much too soon. And yesterday, I don't know if there's like more stuff that came about it today, because obviously you know more in the Chelsea circles. But someone mentioned in the super chat earlier on, he shook Iqbali's hand and fully aired Bolly. I don't know if there's like some sort of fucking power dynamic there. And there's one thing that I said to Lewis yesterday. I said, you're going to wake up today and he's not going to get sacked. The thing is, Lewis's mindset is a winning mindset. He wants to win. He's like, we spent money, let's fucking win, let's do this, let's get better. Or even if it's a process mindset, he's saying, let's be better at the process, which I understand. The thing is, his owners don't share the same mindset. This is why I'm onto the owners, because Poch didn't get sacked, right? If it was Abramovich, Poch gone long ago. But now Poch is not sacked. Why? Because Todd Bowley and Iqbali and the people who are responsible ahead of Poch, who have the keys to sack Poch, are just looking at it going like, okay, like, and what? Like, we expected this type thing. It seems like they're expecting for Chelsea to play like shit, or like to not be amazing or anything, and they're willing to give him time. I think Poch isn't going to get sacked till the end of the season. And there's
apparently there's just been an article that dropped saying whispers already floating out that Poch can't afford to lose to Leeds. So I don't even know at this point.
Okay, but I actually see a world in which Poch leads Chelsea even next season. Like, Poch could even be your manager next season with these directors and this ownership group. Now, I'm being real, bro.
I don't even know if I'm going to survive to that.
Can we cook flawless now?
They changed your culture, man. They changed everything.
Just
Chelsea's
sitting there,
about.
just trying to get away.
I hear that as well. I hear that. They're being naive as hell. Hear it.
Get away where?
We're just
Did I leave?
Yeah, now we're just recycling right
That's
now.
You the host of the show. Get to the man, get to the suit. I'm here. I'm letting.
Here we go. All right, watch me now.
Yeah.
Big up all the mods, them Lee Burnell, my dog. Watch me now, blood. Yeah. Big up Frankie, blood, my dog. He says I still can't get over Klopp bringing on the cast of High School Musical. Then Chelsea sitting back and watching them perform for 30 minutes. Shame. Oh my god. Big up Mario. Big up my captain. #Virgil. #Husam.
Again, the only captain on the pitch yesterday. So
big up Igor. He says, why is Lewis dressed like the guy from the Kick-Ass film? Big up Corey. He says, rumor they had a maths exam this morning. Man are doing their SATs. Man are doing GCSEs. Mad. Big up Antenna every time. He says, Chelsea's game plan is like a bad day. Starts with promise, but by the end, you're just hoping for a quick escape without any more embarrassment. Come on, you Gunners.
Do you think we started with promise? First 10 minutes, I was stressed.
Second half, Gallagher.
The last 20 minutes.
I was giving L speeches already. I was like, I'm so proud of the boys, all that shit. I was like, yep, they're going to win. Thank God Gallagher exists. Alhamdulillah, he plays for Chelsea. And I have to apologize to Lewis. He was right. I apologize for ever doing any Gallagher prop in the stream. Lewis was right. I'm wrong. Man. That guy is fucking shit. I'm sorry. He's just useless. He literally just runs around. Yesterday,
half our fan base. You know, our fan base still wants to make a banner for him like they did Mason Mount. I swear, bruv.
And you know what's the similarity?
With a lighter like this while it goes above my head.
And Lewis, you know what's the similarity? Mason Mount cost you at Wembley last time against Liverpool as well.
Mm-hmm. At this point, I want them to make the banner, because let him leave. Let him leave. Fool me once, he's the embarrassment. Fool me twice, you're embarrassing us.
Big up Billy Vaughan. He says, yes, troops, the kids put them in a spliff. Good show, lads. Come on, my brother. Big up Billy every damn time. Big up Kosovo Baller. Says first half we were playing hot potato, Lewis. The rest of the half I couldn't focus. Husam's right. You have to take risk in finals. Forget Poch's.
No, I hear that, but a young squad isn't going to do that. A young squad is going to follow the manager's instructions. So,
big up Don C. He says carefree, dropping nuke. Love the honesty.
Appreciate you, man.
Big up LJ Brown. He says them man needed permission slips to go to Wembley.
You know what? I bet half of them couldn't even drink the celebratory champagne. The fuckers.
They couldn't. They couldn't.
Give them man apple juice.
Oh shit! Winter
Crazy,
Surfer,
man.
my
Good
dog.
surfer guy, yeah.
Troops, Cook Flawless. He's a wallad. Crook and fraud, bro. I'm fine. Big up
you mean?
God_8.
Why don't do that like it's me who's
Before
slowing
I
down the
said
show?
Liverpool are winning the league. Now
This guy.
I'm saying we are winning the quad. Hashtag Usam.
Never walk alone.
Shout out AEM, man.
Big
Kool-Aid
up
drinker.
Captain Sal. He says, I get what Lewis is saying and actually feel sorry only for him, not the rest of the gremlins. And Snow Bunny Hunter, hold that. Husam, troops, big up.
Why
Big
am I
up,
the
because
slow
that's
one?
mad. I'm the biggest troll going, and people are now feeling sorry for. That's how
That's
far
crazy.
we've sunk.
I am not the snow bunny hunter, just to clarify.
Flawless.
Give us the stats, troops. Give us the stats.
I got some. I got some. You got to. All right, cool.
Yeah.
You go. Go
Let
on.
me
I got
go
stats.
first,
But yeah,
pause.
yeah.
Let me
You
go
got
first,
stats. I got.
pause.
You might pick up on a couple I've got, but go on. Let's see. And just to clarify, before you go
on.
one sec, you see, United fans, like, listen to what Troops is saying. Listen to the stats he is about to reel off. I'm saying, rewind it and listen again. Anyone who's currently backing this manager and backing these players, pay attention to what Troop says here and how often this happens on this show. Go on, fam.
Alex Iwobi's winner for Fulham in the 96th minute is the second latest winning goal ever scored against Man United in the Premier League and the latest goal on record since 2006-2007, scored by the visiting team at Old Trafford in the competition. Fulham earned their first away win against Man United in all competitions since October 2003, ending a run of 16 visits without a win, 2 draws and 14 defeats. And here comes the mad one. Man United have now lost 8 games in all competitions this season. It's the most since 2021, also 8, while they have lost more in a single campaign in 73-74, 9. So you're literally 1 loss away from equaling your worst defeat tally in a season.
Facts.
Alisson Iwobi ran riot. Lukic ran riot. Fulham could have been way clear before Maguire even giving you, man, a glimmer of hope. You get me? It is absolutely kicked off in the Man United YouTube world. Rants is sending for Goldbridge. Saeed is absolutely dismantling him. I am here for it, blood. Popcorn emojis in the chat, people. It's an absolute it's an absolute shit show, Flawless, bro.
Absolutely, it's an absolute shit show. Just want to say big up to Rants, big up to Saeed as well. They're my done, so salute to both of them. And just to add on,
Goldfish.
And to add on to,
I echo their thoughts because I told you lot from earlier about that dickhead, yeah. And now you lot are seeing the true prick really show his colors, blood. So
I know. I remember the show you and Robbie did with him. And like you dapped.
I'll say no one could be policing the
It was so hot.
Oh, you saw it,
It was so half-hearted.
Robbie told me we had to. I said, blood, really? This
you was so
even when he was working with Flex and Rants, I didn't like him from then, bro.
Yeah. You said this.
Like, I even said to Rants, like, why didn't you let DT bun him? You get me?
Shout out Rants, yeah, because DT was gonna.
As Rants said, he was gonna take his life, cuz.
Yeah, he was. Shout out to Rants. He really.
Yeah,
was.
Rants are only.
Yeah, and just to clarify, for the first defeat, that was 03-04, the last time Fulham played. That was so long ago that Gary Neville was playing people. Just to clarify, you see the guy you see in the commentary box for Sky doing up punditry. He was playing in the game. And that wasn't old Gary Neville, like over the hill. That was Gary Neville. Saha scored. I remember because we signed him after it. So I remember that. And just to clarify, before that game as well, further stats for you lot. Fulham were 19th in the away form table before that game. 19th. They had 1 win away from home all season. And they've come to Old Trafford and won. And not only won, it's not like it was a smash and grab. Not like it was a 50-50 game. They thoroughly deserved the win. Another defeat for Manchester United. 10 games we've lost. And we are even touch March. Speaking of form tables, home form table. We are 9th, people, in the home form table with a minus goal difference. 9th. We are mid-table in the home form table. I think it's 5 to 6 defeats already, people. How much more do you need to see with this manager and with these players and with this team before you go, this is not good enough. This manager is not good enough. These players are not good enough. So in regards to the actual game itself, Fulham thoroughly deserved the win. Let me just clarify that.
And it's mad because remember that thing was suspended. Moutinho. Paulino, sorry.
Yeah, Paulino was
There wasn't even any Willian.
And that goes into one of the points that I'm going to make as well. But like in regards to the game, Fulham thoroughly deserved their win without doubt. But like the 99.9% of our defeats this season, people, teams have not had to be at their very best to beat us. Fulham overall are a bang average side, and yet they rock up to Old Trafford, play well, try hard, put in effort, and they win the game. So in regards to the game itself, Onana, no real complaints. I can't really fault him at that. Dalot, limited. People are like, oh, why? Well, when we had our good run of form, well, not good run of results, I should say. People are like, oh, why are you still criticizing Dalot? Why are you not? Limited, no X factor, don't excel at anything. Lindelof playing left back, he's out of position. He's not a good centre back, so he's not going to be a good left back. Varane is Varane. Varane is Varane. Goes about his business. You know what I'm saying? Varane is always 6 out of 10 or above. No complaint. Maguire, we know, is terrible. But who's playing him? The manager. Into the midfield. Casemiro was not at his best yesterday. He was poor. But for everyone who criticized Casemiro and goes, oh, why do you back Casemiro and why do you rate him? Because I understand the shower of shit that surrounds him. And I understand how important he is to this side. Because as bad as we was when he was on the pitch, when he got taken off, look how much worse it got. People need to look at these things. Mano did okay. Like, again, out there by himself. Bruno Fernandes, who we are going to get to as well. How many times when I get asked about Bruno on this show, or it's Lewis asking me about Bruno, or others asking me about Bruno, I just go, Bruno, and keep it stepping. That's how he's become a verb. That's how ineffective and how bad he is as a player. Bear in mind, that is our captain. That is our most senior attacking player, and he offers nothing, and he consistently does this, yet people will still back him. It's absolutely ridiculous, and he was awful. What did we create? We're playing Fulham without their best player. Forcing, I'm not going to get onto youngster. I'm saying out there by himself. Rashford up top.
He did look like a bit out.
Yeah, he looked lost, and he's got no help. Like, if you're going to throw in a youngster out there, at least have it. What do you excel at? Excel at something from a technical aspect, a physical aspect, mental aspects, or a combination of all three or all three. And Ten Hag's throwing him out there. Rashford up top, you may as well play with 10 men. Gives you nothing. Absolutely nothing. All this talk about, oh, he's Manc born and bred and he understands.
See, man doing up D Block Europe concert.
I didn't see that.
I saw that, blood.
I didn't see that. I didn't know that he was at the concert, but
yep.
Whole thing.
He linked ads and fucking LB.
And people want to defend him, but it's like there's so many clips, not just from the game against Fulham, other games where it's just Rashford walking around, not tracking back, not closing down. The same thing that people accuse Pogba of, the same thing people accuse Sancho of, the same thing people accuse Martial of. But because he's come through the academy, because he's Manc born and bred, because he gets the club, whatever that means. So I'm Manc born and bred. So what? What does that mean? You know what I'm saying, I understand the club. What does that mean? I'm saying I have an M postcode, Manc born and bred people from here, live here, born here, St. Mary's Hospital, Manchester. People from Manchester know exactly what I'm talking about. I know exactly what I'm talking about in regards to that. Garnacho, limited. Again, people are like, oh, why don't you praise Garnacho so much? Because again, limited. What is your X factor? What do you excel at? But I feel for Garnacho because you're asked to be the go-to guy and you shouldn't be because you're not good enough. There's no way an 18-year-old, 19-year-old should be yet who's not good enough. It's not like he's Mbappe at that age. It's not like he's a Wayne Rooney. He's not a special talent. That's not me saying he's absolutely awful. Let me just clarify that. But he's not good enough for where we are trying to go now. If we want to be a top 4, top 6 side, yeah, Garnacho's cool. I thought the aim is Premier League and Champions Leagues. Garnacho is not it. He's a squad player at best, like the vast majority of the squad. Now on to the manager. People still backing him. How? 10 defeats we've had already this season in the league. One of the most embarrassing Champions League campaigns. And look at how we play. And people will say, oh, well, his players are missing. If you need certain individual players to play well, you know what that means? The quality of those individual players is bailing you out. Because we've watched Liverpool, Sam will tell you this. How many injuries have they got? Of course, if you take out the starters, the quality is going to drop. But you should still perform to a certain standard. Klopp has a style and a system in place, whereas if Salah's not there, or Nunez is not there, or Van Dijk's not there, or Trent, they still play. There's still help. There's still assistance. We watch Pep without Kevin De Bruyne, who people say is one of the best midfielders of all time in the Premier League, get 100 points without him. What are we talking about? He's been injured this season. City still play well to a standard. John Stones, who's their best centre-back, has been injured this season. Notice when it comes to City, we don't talk about their injuries. No matter who's injured, we still expect Manchester City to play to a certain standard. Without John Stones, who's their best centre-back, without De Bruyne, who's their best midfielder, and without Haaland, who's their best striker. Why is that? And people say, oh, well, their quality is better. Yes, but the manager has set them up in a way that is capable for them to go and get results and go. So if you're still backing Ten Hag at this point, I don't know what to tell you. And our injury list and the way people make it out is way over the top. Who was missing? Shaw was missing. Martinez was missing. Højlund was missing. So you're saying 3 players makes us go to complete shit. And even on top of that, when they've all been fit, we've not played well. Somebody put up the stat in the chat about Martinez yesterday on Saeed's show. I think it's 10 games he's played, 5 wins, 4 defeats, 1 draw. So how much of an impact is Martinez having on the team then? If we have a 50% win rate with him, and I rate Martinez. What are we talking about, people? People need to realize and open their eyes and stop standing the club and stop standing the manager and stop standing these players, because stop doing too much results-based analysis where if we win, it's all well and good. Why did I never sit here and say we're confident for top 4? I'm not confident for top 4 because, yes, I will enjoy wins, but the performances are not good enough.
I see why now when I kept asking you about top 4 run, you never...
Because I know my team. Because I sit and watch this. I was saying that people like, oh, what is
one of the best flawless monologues of all time? He just
cooked. You absolutely cooked. Like even the chatter, like flawless is cooking.
And I'm not even finished because my head's still hot because I said it in the intro and I say it again. The worst performance of the season, probably unpopular opinion, because we've had heavier defeats. We've had defeats that have been more important in regards to Champions League or if it's against rivals or whatever. Shameful. I didn't even feel humiliated. It wasn't embarrassing for me. I felt shame for the first time. Like, this is the performance you lot put up in it's not even a high pressure situation. It's not a high pressure game. It's Fulham at home. They're not a quality. They're a mid-table team. And you lot went out there and just rolled over and played dead. We did not sustain an attack until Diop got on and then they made a change. They took off a midfielder or attacker. Then we had some form of sustained attack and sustained possession. I'm on my watch along saying, you know what? Just put 5 passes together. Not even 5 passes going forward, people. Just put 5 passes together in the center circle. Just move it to side, and we're playing Fulham without their best player. But yet they can still perform to a certain level. And no Manchester United fan is taking a Fulham player. But yet, how come they can still perform without their best midfielder? But we need Martinez, Shaw, and Højlund all fit to play our best football. But even when they've all been fit, we haven't played our best football. Because his manager does not set us up in a way to go and get wins. We win in spite of him. We don't win because of him. Because it's we win in spite of him. Like, people need to realize this. And he'll accident volume. He's like, the manager's like Bruno. He'll accidentally stumble across something and it works. So, like, for example, Casemiro or Meno, it works. I can see that from home that, you know what, play Casemiro or Meno in a double pivot. That actually works. They're great foils for each other in terms of attributes. And someone said this in the chat, my chat, and I can't remember who it was, or it might have been Saeed's chat. Salute to you, and I'll come on the Back Again podcast and big you up if it was you and said, if Mount was fit this season, we don't even see Meno. That's the craziest part. Mount would have been playing. So the star that, this is what I'm talking about, stumbled across. There was no plan to play Meno and Casemiro. He played it. It looked cohesive and it worked. And that's what it is. And I can see that. Yeah, Casemiro and Meno.
Can he find something by mistake next week, please? Because we need...
Who knows? Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Well, actually, no, we can't because we got no attack. And that's another thing in regards to... It was Højlund. And we've got no attack. And the crazy part is, shout out to my Duns Eddie. Shout out to my Duns Sheik. We was the day before, on the Friday before the Fulham game. And we was talking about it. And we was like, what are we going to do in attack? And I wanted to be wrong before the Fulham game. I wanted the manager to stumble across something. I just wanted to be surprised, and it worked. Because every single trio, throw Bruno in there, every single quad we had at 4 was horrible. So whether it was Forson, Garnacho, Rashford, or whether it's Diallo, Garnacho, Rashford, or whether it's Diallo, Garnacho, Forson, Anthony you can throw in the mix, terrible. And I rate Diallo. Don't get it mistaken, people. I think he's a talent. But like the Garnacho thing, we're saying to Diallo, you are going to be the guy to take Manchester United forward, having not played all season. That's unfair to him, and I rate him highly. It's an absolute... People still backing it again, but people backed Oli, so I'm not surprised by this anymore. And there's too many stands. And in regards to our captain, Bruno, that people want to hype up and be like, oh, Bruno this,
here we go. Now we get
Bruno that.
real with it.
Why I don't talk about Bruno? And I've said this to people. I don't debate with Bruno stands anymore. All the evidence is staring you in the face. And this is another thing that people like to do as well with Manchester United. Oh, well, it's not Ten Hag's fault. It's the same players that such and such had, such and such had. I'm not defending Ten Hag on this because Ten Hag is either signed these players, giving them new contracts, or giving them the armband. That's his team. Onana's his signing. Delo, he gave a new contract to. Lindelof, I believe he gave a new contract to. Maguire, he's consistently playing. Varane is his guy now. Casemiro's he signed. Maino, he brought through the youth system. Forson, you brought through the youth system. Bruno, you gave the captaincy to. Rashford, you gave a big bumper new deal to. What are we talking about here? And Garnacho's a guy you've used. So what are we talking about here? But yeah, in regards to this joke, man, that is Bruno Fernandes. And the fact that I'm saying Bruno goes to show just how much I don't believe. If I stop criticizing you, that's how little faith I have in you. And that's why I don't criticize Bruno, because I don't think he can do any better. But you know who's been a mainstay in all our terrible seasons and our attack being awful? Because people be like, Bruno carries you. What has he carried us to? In the one season we had last season, it wasn't even top 3 best players. Varane was better, Martinez was better, Casemiro was better, Rashford was better. So that's 4. But yet he's world class, he's top class. All these subjective stats. Because subjective stats started with him. Big chances created. What is a big chance is subjective, so don't bring me that. Or he created a chance. He's got the most chances created. You know what most chances? You know what chance created means, people? Someone passes the ball and has a shot. So Bruno passes the ball to Rashford, and Rashford has a shot from 25 yards out. And we know our attackers make very, very dumb decisions because they're just not very good. That's a chance created. So no wonder he has the most chances created when we have players like Rashford. And the reason why Bruno was getting away with everything is because people wanted to blame Sancho. People wanted to blame Pogba. People wanted to blame Martial. People wanted to blame Anthony. Now none of those are here or playing. So who's left? What is he carrying us to? Because he signed, and I was doing the numbers on the stats. Bruno signed for Manchester United mid-season. It was 19-20. So this is in the league where we scored. So the 19-20 season, we scored 66 goals. Not the greatest. Okay. Then the season after, 2021, we scored 73 goals, finished second. Great return. Great return. Bear in mind, we had Pogba there. I think Greenwood was there. I think Rashford was in the form. Martial before the injuries. Then following that, 21-22, we finished 6th. I scored 57 goals. Conceded 57 goals. 0 goal difference, people. Then the 22-23 season, where we finished 3rd. The season just gone. Where I was saying all season long, we had problems. 58 goals we scored. And then this season, we have now currently, let's see, 36 goals, 36 goals for, 36 goals against, 0 goal difference, people. So we are on course to score less than already. So Bruno's been a constant. So how is this man this great attacking player, and yet we struggle to score goals and we struggle to create? Don't bring me stats. 58 goals, I just said then. We're on course to score less than that. 58 goals we scored last season. What are we talking about here? 36 goals we scored in 26.
Crazy when you think about
0 goal difference. 36 goals this season, like I said. 58 goals the season before that, and 57 goals before that. So what is he creating and scoring? And people will say, oh, it's not just Bruno. No, it's not. But if we had scored 80 goals, 85 goals, 90 goals, who would be getting the majority of the praise? I hate when people like to do this. Praise one player when it all goes well, but when it goes bad, it's everybody else's fault. Not good enough. And it's consistently. He's been the one constant in our attack. But yet we don't create and we don't score. The stats back it up, and the eye test backs it up. But hey, people still going back him and still be Ten Hag in.
I want to say something about Bruno, by the way. Bruno actually ruined football. Bruno Fernandes ruined football. I'm actually being dead serious. I said this to Flawless yesterday, and I know Lewis was there as well. You know the reason why I cannot use stats anymore is Bruno Fernandes. Like before Bruno existed in Manchester United, stats were a relevant way to compare players. I cannot bring up GA anymore. I cannot bring up any of this shit because Bruno Fernandes exists. If I were to tell you Mo Salah is the best player in the league because he has this much GA, people are like, GA don't make good players. Look at Bruno Fernandes. Like, it's just, he's fully ruined stats because he's such a volume merchant. I've never seen a guy try everything there is just so he can have some form of impact. It's like he tries 10 things a game. One of them will work out. But because of that one will work out, it's like, oh, look, he has a GA and he impacted the game. The problem is there are players who actually fully are efficient and do impact the game. Like, let's say KDB, like Mo Salah. Like Mo Salah comes on against Brentford. It's 1-0. It's like an edgy game and shit. He creates a goal. He scores a goal. Okay, made the difference. We win the game. You get me? Game, set, and match when the game ends. And I'm just looking at Bruno, and I just think he's honestly one of the worst. He's one of the worst, most overrated players I have seen in my entire life. I genuinely don't like. I think he's just been given the keys and the freedom to a club that's way bigger than him. Like he's not Man United level or standard, or even like I don't even think he's Man United's best player when everyone's fit either. I don't even think he's Man United's best midfielder when everyone's fit.
Far from
I
it.
don't think he's Man United's best midfielder right now when Kobe
He's
Manu
not,
exists.
he's not even our best 10.
Exactly. I just think with Man United, like the only thing that flawless is, you know, a year later we can say, okay, maybe. I think I had a point last season. I think Ten Hag should have just implemented the system straight away or stuck to his guns. One of the two. Either play the same shit you done last season, which is defensive, or implement the Ajax style from you first come in. This is the thing. It's either or. Either you start the season 2 defensively again, or you come in and you do this Ajax shit. What you cannot do is like, when you first walk in, I'm going to play defensive, we're going to counterattack, blah, blah, blah. And then the year later, say, fuck all of that, we're going to play like, you know, different styles and shit. And I think Ten Hag is affecting this game, this team negatively, and he's making actual active decisions that make his team worse. And it's the players that he wanted to get rid of, which is not even a joke or a banter thing anymore. It's dead ass the players he wanted to get rid of, like Maguire and McTominay, who are keeping him in the job. This is the reality of the situation where Aston Villa, where Man United are at. And I agree with Flores completely on Garnacho as well. That's the final thing I say. I know I don't want to speak too long. Bro, the thing is that like he's the guy basically for his attack, for the attack right now, him or Rashford. And they're both young and they're not good enough to be the guy either. That's the problem.
Yeah, I just want to say there was one last thing on Ten Hag as well. When he comes out after the game and goes, I see the bigger picture. The bigger picture is good. All right, bet. All right. You lot keep backing this guy. All right. Okay.
We got Tampa Lion. He must be a Jamaican with a name like that, blood. He says, Nunes ran on with that. Why you running, blood? Energy. That's what I'm saying. It's like he was running down the up, blood. The way he flew the fence, it was mad. Big up Daniel. I'm telling you. Big up Daniel. He says, City has one job. Can't see Arsenal fans happy. Only Arsenal fan I want to see happy is you, Troops. Legend. Big up your damn self, bro.
Yeah, I can't lie. That would be my only copium if Arsenal actually did win anything major. I'd be like, I'm happy for you, and that's it. That's it.
Big up Gavin. He says United faced second most shots in Premier League behind Sheffield all year. Ten Hag has been getting away with wins. Man, like, love United, hate the ops. Troops, where are your shots? Goldfish was sending for you. 2 about, remember, they were selling T-shirts. Arteta out. Now they're behind him. Eric Ten Hag out now. I sent shots at Goldfish, blood. When Barstool dropped that shirt, I was literally warring the whole of the internet, bro. I was warring the whole of the internet, bro. I was warring DT. I was warring Goldfish. I was warring everybody, blood. The piece of shit tried to tell me, oh, this guy's moved to America and turned heel. No, I haven't turned heel, blood. I just didn't like my team being 15th, you prick.
Yeah, man. We are 15th, sir. We are 5 points above relegation.
You understand? Real talk, blood. Legendary rant.
Iconic cam there. That's an iconic fan cam.
I can't mock those lines anymore.
Real talk, yeah, because you're down below now, blood. Shout out Roddy Rich. Big up LJ Brown. He says flawless is a certified Walla. Tees are a must.
I'm sure they'll be on the route. I'm sure they're on route.
I don't. He's not that much of a Wallad. Big up Happy Singh. He says Rashford is shit, and people were comparing him to Saka. Yeah, and Mbappe. Let's not forget that one, blood. Big up Don C. Yeah, you remember that one, blood. Flawless. It just seems no one wants to be at the club apart from Sir Radcliffe. What's funny is you have a decent team.
That's why I'm so super critical of the manager, because even though we're not the best of the best, if we were a cohesive unit, we're comfortably top 4. We're comfortably fighting for trophies. We're comfortably through to the next round of the Champions League. But hey, you lot continue to back this.
Big up Frankie. He said, Mr. Flawless, is Bruno the worst captain you've ever seen? Not just the form. They're saying he should start an OF with all the moaning.
That's crazy.
Videos.
Hey, yo. Between him and Maguire, we're both terrible captains. Between those two.
The fact part is they're both at your club right now at the same time.
Between those two. And I've seen some of our greatest captains, but hey.
Big up Samir. He says, big up Kanye West. Obviously, that's Lewis blood. You get me? That's definitely Lewis blood. Arsenal. We literally got to wrap up in 5 minutes, blood. So I'm just going to touch on it real quickly. Pause. Newcastle never stood a chance, blood. Let's be real. That's why I said pause, blood. You get me? But Liverpool, Newcastle never. Obviously, Liverpool didn't stand a chance as well when we played them at Emirates. But Newcastle never stood a chance from minute one. The Disgracia derby was won by the Arsenal. Very comfortable victory. Kai Havertz. I said it in my match reaction. I think I didn't see this Havertz at Chelsea. His intensity, his desire, his hunger, the work rate, back-to-back goals. He's actually got 6 goals right now, 2 assists, better than Rashford. You saw the thing that I dropped on back again.
Yeah, I seen that.
An absolute madness, blood. You get me? But you get me? Very happy with the performance. Took us to a point behind Manchester City. Liverpool obviously still top, but no complaints from that, blood. You get me?
You lot were very good.
We were
very good. You were very, very good.
Newcastle never stood a chance, blood. You get me?
Were very, very good.
The only disappointment was conceding the goal. You understand?
That was a great idea.
I didn't mind though, because when I see it was Joey Willock, I was like, all right, cool. Gang business, shout out Haaland every time. But literally, real talk, my brother Jack, Newcastle barely touched the ball, blood. Like, in the first half, I could literally count how many times they came into our half, blood. You get me? Like, I could count how many times I saw David Raya. We suffocated them.
Yeah,
fully, bro. Yeah, you get me?
Title incoming to the Emirates, man.
I don't know about that, but like I said, we're in the race, but we're racing against Usain Bolt. So let's just see where we can take it, blood. You get me? Mm-hmm. Other fixtures, just gonna run through them real quick for the people. Them, I have to take Trey to fucking Watford training at 7. It takes 15 minutes, so I got to leave in literally 3 minutes. Villa 4, Forest 2. Ollie Watkins is on absolute smoke right now. You get me? Probably the informed England striker. Leon Bailey as well. I said that when Emery went there that you're going to see a different level to Bailey because I know how good Emery is with strikers. That's why you're seeing Watkins do so well, Bailey do so well. And Villa are cooking, blood. You get me? And they are really running down that final top 4 position. Brighton 1, Everton 1. Lewis Dunk with a last-minute equalizer. Braithwaite with an absolute bang.
Yeah, I was a screamer there. And they got 6 points back, right?
Yep, they got 6 points back as well.
Let's go Everton, man. Let's
go Everton, blood. You get me? Hold that, Hussam. Hold that. Palace 3, Burnley 0. The new interim or new manager, new coach, whatever he is, got his first win after Hodgson was obviously sacked, relieved of his duty. Richards, AU, and Mateta with the goals. Bournemouth 0, Man City 1. Phil Foden with another goal. You get me? Man City. Yeah, like they're not even playing good, but they're that machine in it where they win in it, blood. You get me? And that's why
that was a dodgy win, Troops. No agenda.
Yeah, of course it was. Nah, they didn't. But the thing is that they would still get the win.
Had so many chances. In the words of Flawless, name the clear-cut chances. Kluivert, Solanke, Ouattara when he came on. That other right winger, Sinistera. I can name 5, 6 chances where Bournemouth could have scored 1. They fully had Man City on ropes. They're so jammy and dodgy. I hate that club. Can't wait for Man City to get liquidated and just fuck off.
Would you want that last part?
We do have some midweek.
I was back in Man City, but they dropped that Cole Palmer tweet, so they can hold that, dickheads.
I told you, Lewis. I scored Foden.
Oh, that's what the Foden thing was. Yeah. But
they think they're smart. You couldn't have dropped that last week because you couldn't get a shot on target until the 80th minute. You dickheads.
We do have some midweek games. I'm just going to get some predictions from the man them. Lewis.
We play again, don't we?
Yeah. Leeds in the cup. Prediction. At home.
1-1, and we win on penalties.
Does it go to what?
Does it go to penalties?
Replays are done.
Yeah,
now,
there's no replay
Yeah,
in the
gotta
fifth
say no
round.
replays. Yeah.
Man, them. I'm saying 2. I'm saying 1-0 Chelsea. They bounce back.
Yeah, you better beat Leeds. 2-1 Chelsea.
3-0 Chelsea. Bounce back.
Other games that are of note. City travel to Luton.
Fuck Man City. Come on, Luton. Luton 2-1 win.
To Luton,
Man City.
I don't see Luton playing like a full strength side because they're
Exactly.
trying to stay in the Prem. So City 2-0. Both
Yeah,
will
I'm gonna
rotate,
say-
but City bound.
3-1 City.
Yeah, I'm with Lewis. 3-1 City. Flawless. You travel to Forest.
Great. Fantastic. Fantastic.
You actually do have the toughest fixture. You said that
Yeah,
yesterday.
yeah,
I
we
agree.
do. Yeah,
They're
so
gonna rest.
yesterday-
They're gonna rest players, blood. I'm going for a United 2-0.
Yeah, who's scoring our 2 goals? 1-1 United and Pence.
Garnacho, watch. Hussam. Southampton travel to Anfield.
Jaden Dance, it's your time to shine, Habibi. Let's go. Big up the Liverpool under 21s, probably play this Wednesday. Liverpool 3-1 win. Southampton ain't the greatest championship side.
Liverpool 3-0. Well, come on, you Saints.
Yeah. So 3-0. 3-0.
Yeah, Liverpool 4-0. And big up Randy Viper, last super chat of the day. I don't know how Chelsea didn't win that game. Poch had them created so many chances. Poor finishing. Flawless is our Monday night messiah, Art Pharaoh.
Hey, pick up Randy.
Yeah, thank you for your donation.
Big up your damn self, blood. And that's it, people. Another episode wrapped up like a Zubi, blood. We had over 2K in here at one point.
Woo.
You get me? Big up your damn selves, bro. You understand? We appreciate you, blood. Back again is growing. You get me? Big up all the super chatters, blood. Mad love, bro. You get me? You lot keep this thing going. Big up the mods them as well. You understand? Big up the man them every time. Usam, Flawless, Lewis. Subscribe to the man them's channel. Link in the description as always. And until the next one, blood, you don't know the vibes. Stay safe, wash your hands, and keep Poch and Ten Hag in.
Watch
I'll
out.
tell her in.
6
Terrorism
times.
out.
6 times.